Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
I'm Ninetailedbrush.
I'm Nick.
And today we are going to be reacting to Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Part 2, the end of the end of the end. It left off a bit of a cliffhanger. Gron just showed up. Frodo ditched Sam. Eowyn rode into battle. And the ghosts are coming, maybe, kind of. Any sort of thoughts before we get into it?
I mean, not really. I'm just interested to see like everything kind of come together. I'm assuming, you know, the ghosts are gonna take out the ships and then somehow get to the main fight, and then I want to see the riders of Rohan come in, right? So I want to see the whole like, you know, that's about it.
I'm excited to get into this movie, but yeah, obviously, if you guys, like I said, we're watching The Hobbit, so a few things here. Next Thursday, we always do a live stream. We're doing like a Lord of the Rings celebration live stream. So if you're watching this on YouTube, not this Friday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, we will be doing a Lord of the Rings celebration. So join us for that. It's gonna be like 5 p.m. California time, and then we're gonna be continuing Thursday, Friday with Hobbit uploads, and then like I said, after that, potentially Game of Thrones, other stuff like that. But yeah, obviously, full-length reactions up on Patreon. Thank you guys for all of you who have stayed through this whole kind of reaction journey, and yeah, let's get into it.
So how's this gonna work out? Like what?
Here's the tunnel.
What is this place? It's the only way.
I would refuse to see how he reacts.
That's true.
Oh, is that a spider web? Well, that's who the she that Gollum was talking about.
It's sticky. What is it?
Do we want to see like?
No. It's not like he's not even being creepy either. It's like
Smeagol! Smeagol!
holy dude. Freaking Sam's almost falling.
Oh my gosh, darn.
May it be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out.
Isn't that sick?
They
animated just like a spider. It's so well done.
He's trying to find another way.
Come on, dude.
Gosh darn it, Frodo!
Oh my gosh.
Oh shoot! Darn!
Oh my gosh.
The precious master's doing.
But there comes a point where it almost just becomes an excuse, you know? It's like,
But he feels bad because he did the same thing to Sam, and so
Galadriel?
This task was appointed to you
Holy.
Cool.
That was a cool like seed. Holy.
And I know I can't save Middle-earth. I just want to help my friends. Frodo. Sam. Pippin. More than anything, I wish I could see them again.
But that's exactly what makes you a freaking Knight of Rohan. I mean, at least they have more men than you know Rohan did.
Is that
Yeah,
Faramir?
yeah,
Isn't he still alive?
yes.
What? What's he doing?
Thinks he's dead.
Gondor is lost.
This is a real leader here.
Yeah.
The fools die. Better to die sooner than late.
No.
What the?
Bring wood and oil.
Oh man, at a time like
Yeah.
this, like what the heck are you doing?
Of Gondor! Everyone consume that gate! You will stand your ground!
Holy.
Oh my gosh, this is so well done.
Dude, Sam needs to come in and save this man. It's so quiet. Oh crap! Great. Oh! No, Sam!
Come on and finish it.
Sam,
Freaking
the
Sam!
fucking
dude.
gardener. Oh.
Oh. Nice, nice. Come on, go more. Nice, come on. Got it. Nice. Nice.
Don't leave me here alone. Don't go where I come from. I want to sleep. Dad.
Crap.
Great.
What?
Add it to the list.
This fellow ain't dead.
Is he paralyzed, kind of like? Yeah, like that.
And he goes as limp as a bonefish. Get him to the tower.
Crap. Oh, crap. Dude, Sam's kind of freaking. What's he gonna?
Sam's the MVP, okay, dude.
Dude,
the
he
fact that he
straight
just
up
took on.
is.
Okay, wasn't Shelob fucking badass?
Yes.
Shelob is so sick, in my opinion.
That was.
Dude, and the scene
The
when
way
it's just
they-
moving like
yeah.
quietly above Frodo.
Yeah.
Like,
And the stinger and everything, just like the way they design it, feels exactly like a spider is so
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, that was cool to see the. You know, her walking all quietly, even though she's so big.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
huge.
It's really cool to see like a like a predator like stalking
Yeah.
its prey, but like professional, quote unquote
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see,
This is cool.
And I hate spiders, so
Yeah.
yeah,
It
that
freaks me
scene
out.
is
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
It's crazy. Is he trying to like take him
Denethor
with
the
him?
Wise.
Yep.
What is happening?
He's not dead! No! No! No!
But they should have already been out, guys. Like, come on.
Those brave archers who are still staying up there, like shooting down.
Good
Gandalf
thing.
has to do everything.
Oh, crap.
You not know death when you see it.
His voice.
Ooh. Is that one of our armies? Riders of Rohan?
Let's fucking go. Dude, the music kicks in.
Holy crap with the sun. Look at that. Holy. Holy crap.
Right, fight to the front.
That's their one advantage, is the orcs aren't disciplined at all.
That's true, yeah.
Arise! Arise, riders of Theodos! Spears shall be shaken! A sword day! A red day! And the sun rises! Rise! Rise to ruin! And the world is dead!
This is so fucking cool, dude.
Oh, this the music, dude. Oh, once you start breaking ranks,
Let's fucking
you're
go.
screwed. Oh,
Fucking
my-
Denethor, you dumbass.
Or you can go out like this.
Yeah, you
Oh,
fucking pathetic
crap.
bitch. Honestly, who is still listening to him?
that's what I'm
He
saying,
freaking-
dude.
make
Look
an
how
audible.
Selfish he is. He's not even our true king.
Triumph from the field of battle for a day. But against the power that has risen in the east, there is no victory.
Yeah, that's what you think.
He doesn't even need a
I
snap.
would have speared him. Oh,
Oh, get off, help my man.
Shh.
Nice. Is he on fire?
Yes.
Yes.
He won't be missed.
Ooh,
Such a cool
that's
shot.
such a cool shot, honestly.
These are the men.
It was like the Mama Kill Warriors or something. Yeah.
I think the Mama Killer. Yeah.
Are the guys who ride them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theoden is so brave.
I know, like,
Holy
poor Theoden, man.
crap.
Like, he just did a charge of a
Dang.
lifetime, and now he's going against freaking elephants.
Look at these things. Wait, how are we gonna wait?
Holy. Holy.
He has the saddle, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Freaking Aomor, dude.
Dang. Oh,
Get in the Achilles, dude.
once that thing's coming out, it's not really even a threat. Nice. Nice.
Hell yes.
Death is just another path. One that we all must take. The grey red curtain of this world rolls back, and all turns to silver glass.
Gandalf always knows the right thing to say.
A far-grown country, under a swift sunrise.
The lessons learned.
Crap.
I will kill you if you touch him.
Oh, nice. Holy. A big old mason chain? Like, what's happening?
If you get hit by that, you're done, dude.
Right as usual. Let's go.
Ah, it's gonna be the frickin'
You've watched too much Lord of the Rings. Freaking Aragorn, like a true king.
I'd be so confused if I was one of those orcs. Holy.
That's so sick.
It's like a black hole or something.
Fucking Aragorn.
Nice.
Let's go with that combo.
Nice. Oh, Legolas got this. Legolas got this.
Ooh.
Ooh. Nice. Nice. Dang. I mean,
The ghost tackling the
holy.
elephant.
They're like good ants. Like,
Yeah.
what? He's dying?
My body. I shall not now feel ashamed.
casualties of war, you know, was bound to happen.
That was something, dude. Wait, what happened with Eowyn? What?
I think just from the battle wounds, and even I feel like anyone who touches the Witch King, like you showed Mary's arm like burn up.
Oh, he smashed her entire arm with the shield and the mace, right? So that's at least completely shattered and broken completely.
Okay, I thought she was dead. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Oh no.
Shh.
I don't think they're not good on teamwork.
Oh.
Holy.
Oh, great. It's like, it's going down now.
He just joins in on the fight. It's freaking orcs, man.
Let's go, Sam.
Nice. Freaking Sam, dude.
Give me the ring set.
I feel like Frodo's been like holding on to it for too long or something. Maybe?
The ring is my bird.
If you look around his neck, there's wear marks where the ring hangs, like it's too heavy and it pulls on his neck.
'Cause even though it doesn't seem, and he always says like, yeah, it's because of his duty or whatever, I'm just a little worried because like
They're right
it's starting to
there.
seem possessive.
He needs time.
Oh. What if they attacked and draw the orcs? Right? Yeah.
Keep Sauron's eye fixed upon us.
That's been about everything. Oh. Okay.
Gotta go for it.
They both got something over each other, so
That was that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shh. That ain't luck, but
what? What? That's what I was worried about. Like, did they mistake his orbs?
Now they're headed in the opposite direction. The makeup is so good. There hasn't been a single orc that you see that doesn't look real.
No, they did such a good job with the makeup and the
Yeah.
look of them. Shoot.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Go book it.
I feel like that was
Alright.
so risky. That could have backfired. They could have
Yeah.
been inspected and ripped their helmets off. But
At the same time, it's like you got nothing to lose.
no, they had to do something. Yeah.
Aragorn with the tree of Gondor on his
Yep.
chest.
Be not enough for the return journey. I don't think there will be a return journey, Mr. Frodo.
Frodo. He
Guys,
just has
just
to
make it, though.
realize, like, that Sam just gave his life right there, right? It's like,
He did it a long time before, honestly.
Something.
holy. Someone should have done that a little sooner.
Shh.
Dude, when the tower in the background and Sauron's eye, like, holy.
There's the sun behind them, and then Sauron backlighting the orcs.
No.
Fuck
Oh,
yes.
Right. That was epic.
Holy.
So freaking many.
Such an epic showdown.
Yeah, you have to get rid of this thing, man. Hurry, you're just so close. Dude.
Freaking Sam,
Sam
dude.
is
climbing up the side of the damn mountain. Get overrun.
What? Frick! I thought he was dead. Get him out of here. Gosh darn it! Oh, what the frick are you doing? Yeah. Dude.
Oh, good Sam, dude. Gimli.
Freaking Gimli showing off.
Badass. Dude, very Pippin, though. Like, low key.
He's making a run for the,
You gotta go for it, dude.
Was that the... Oh, yeah! Good, we needed our own Air Force.
I know, dude.
Come on. Just throw it. Dude. Is he gonna freaking keep it? Oh my gosh. Dude. Gosh, dude.
Aragorn fighting a cave troll.
The huge sword.
Holy.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's go.
No. Yes, dude. Holy crap, the entire land!
Goodbye.
Shit.
How are they gonna escape? They're too freaking tired.
Oh, the Eagles.
It's the biggest Deus Ex Machina in the world, but I don't give a fuck. It's cool.
Freaking Gandalf riding on them. Yes. Reminds me of the shot from Catching Fire.
It does, yeah, it does.
Oh, that was a sick shot. He must think he's dead.
Yeah. I love how he overexposes the lens so that you get the super bright glow as opposed to adding it in digitally.
Sam. Dude.
Aragorn, damn, dude.
He definitely
Decked
fits.
out. Also, you deserve a little bit of credit since you led like every charge in every battle.
Yeah, and brought the armies of the dead with you.
Finally, something happens good for this dude. Jeez.
I know. There you go, Elrond. Smile.
Sure, it cuts away and he's like, their little vests.
Dude. Just got done, yeah. Saving the world.
They're just none the wiser.
You got the Sam.
All their faces. Let's go.
Yo, Sam. Wow, that did not end the way I thought it would.
No?
No. That was interesting. So what exactly happened as far as with Frodo and Gandalf? Were they taking the boat that the elves took?
Yeah, they go off to like the
Basically-
Grey Havens essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like a normal like they're not representing. I mean, are they representing like death or?
Kind of. I think the Grey Havens
It's pretty much heaven.
act
like
as an
like
analogy
leaving
to
the
heaven,
world.
you know, but in the actual lore of Lord of the Rings, I think technically it's not. And actually, supposedly, when the world will end, the elves don't leave with it. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
okay.
That's people
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Like there's an
all the
actual lore,
for
but
it.
I mean, at least I think
But it wasn't-
allegorically, it's kind of an understanding of like.
Okay, but as far as in the movie itself,
No,
it
they didn't
was
actually
not-
die. No.
Okay,
no, no.
okay. Huh. Interesting.
I don't know. For me, watching it, the end, something that really stood out to me that I really liked that they showed was how even after the victory, there were things that were never the same. I don't know. Like I really liked
Yeah.
how Peter Jackson just had the scene of the four of them sit down in a pub and everyone's having a good time, and it's
Just
not that
oblivious
they're
almost.
depressed, but just they're different people now,
No, yeah.
and you know they aren't. What's the word to describe it? But like in that scene, I feel like before this adventure, they would just be like one of the other hobbits, just like having a good time, celebrating without a care in the world. And not that they can't move on from their life, at least most of them can. Frodo, I feel like, couldn't. But they are all different. Like the weight of some of the serious sides of life has kind of sunk in. Like they've really grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like in the Shire, as like a hobbit, you're kind of secluded a little bit.
They're like sheltered from
stuff,
some of the
right?
realities.
Almost kind of
yeah.
immature. Not immature, but like
Immature.
in
It's
contrast to the
innocent,
rest of the world,
but-
it's innocent. Yeah.
But
Naive,
also
maybe.
sheltered. Yeah, there's
you're
a
just sheltered,
naive.
kind of.
Yeah.
And so after the four of them kind of went through this journey, they come back and I feel like they now think of things that normally as a hobbit they wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is interesting to see.
Which is kind of interesting, you know, not to get too philosophical, but it is interesting as like kind of an allegory for war and whatnot. You know what I mean? Kind of that. I mean, you know,
I think that's dead on. Like, I
Tolkien
think
went
that
to
is
war, right? And it is
Yeah.
like, you know, in the regular world, it's like we'll never know what it's like because we never were there. We never did it, and life goes on unless you've done it. And if you've done it, you see veterans all the time. Like you're close to other veterans because it's like you've been through something that no one else in the world will ever understand.
Yeah, they have that sort of connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like too how they show Bilbo ask Frodo about the ring.
Such a cool moment, and
I don't know. To me, that's so continues like the kind of the addiction
Yeah.
mindset of like how even like the weight of the ring, you can be away from it for how many years, but you never that marks your life permanently.
I also feel like it's a reference too of like, you know, and we'll see this in The Hobbit of like Bilbo's journey is a very different journey than Frodo's journey.
Yeah.
And it has a lot more of a superficial adventure to it. And so it's like his take on it is very different than Frodo's take on it almost, you know?
Yeah, it's cool to see that. Yeah, the marks of what transpired as far as like with the ring and everything don't just disappear because the ring's gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like the things happened and the effects will stay there.
Yeah.
Like everywhere, you know? And it is cool to see. Yeah, that is a very cool moment to just throw in there. It might seem like a small thing of Bilbo asking for the ring again, but it really shows like, you know, Bilbo is a good guy, you know? And
Yeah.
it's not like some evil person, but it's like he still has that longing a little
Yeah.
bit for the ring. And
Yeah.
that is cool to see.
I mean, can we talk about fucking Gollum though? I'm sorry. I was so hard to like play along with the will they, won't they in the Two Towers of like, hey, yeah, of course. Maybe he is really good. It's like, no, fuck this dude.
Yeah.
Die already.
Yeah, it is kind of like it's one of those things where Frodo, of course, like Nick said with the ring and stuff, and that it's that sort of connection thing again, where it's like, oh, this guy
Yeah.
knows what I'm going through, and
Yeah.
he feels, or even desires maybe.
I feel like he was so much more evil though. Like Gollum wouldn't have been who he was if there wasn't a part of him that was fundamentally evil.
No, this is what I'm curious
definitely
what
evil.
you think. Like at the end and the ultimate moment, Frodo gave in and did not destroy the ring.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for Gollum,
Would he have?
the ring probably would never have been destroyed.
Yeah.
So what does that say?
That's what I find very interesting, because I agree with you. They show Gollum like he becomes pretty much fully evil in this
Yes,
movie.
but
at the
if
same
you look
time,
at Frodo, he's not fighting Gollum to stop him from taking the ring. He's trying to take it for himself, even to the end.
Yes.
That is true.
I feel like it just shows
Which
that
is a really interesting point.
it shows that like the fact that the ring exists and like even just the actions of fighting over it will just cause like destruction.
Like evil is self-destructive,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah.
I think it's interesting that Frodo spared Gollum out of, I think, like a true instinct of empathy.
Mm-hmm.
And if he had killed him, like when they first came across Gollum,
That's
if
true.
you look at it that way, then the ring would never have been destroyed.
So it's almost like a karmic justice, so to speak.
You could take it like that, or just you don't know the role that everyone's going to play, even if
Good
they're
or
evil.
That's true.
The way, like, you do the good thing, and then whatever happens, like, there's so many pieces and so many variables that could
Which
go
is actually really
good and
cool.
evil.
I like that a lot. I've never thought about it like that.
And then I also think there's a theme. I mean, obviously Tolkien was Catholic, so there's a theme of that everyone has a role to play. Like even if
even
Gollum
the
is
evil, yeah.
there's a purpose you might not understand.
Yeah, everything has a purpose, even if
that.
in the moment it seems evil or horrible.
Just
or
because they're a
whatever.
bad person
Yeah.
doesn't mean they
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
a role in the greater scheme of things.
Of course.
But I don't know. I don't remember exactly how they do the moment in the book, but I really like how Frodo, when he's hanging at the edge of the precipice, I think they added this in the movie, and Sam is telling him, "Don't let go." And I don't know how you guys interpreted his expression. I think there's a moment where Frodo feels guilt for not destroying the ring and is like tempted to just kill himself too. That's how I took that
exactly
moment.
how I took it.
I think that's added, and I just really loved that, and I love how the ring, like, what didn't fully get destroyed until he chose kind of to forgive himself.
Which is freaking like
Through
Elijah
Sam.
Wood's acting. Like, damn, like, can we just talk? Like, obviously, the reason why I want to do a live stream is because there's so much to talk about the whole series, and we can't all fit it in this video. But like, all the acting, like, holy shit.
And I felt myself tearing up, even though I know every beat of the story.
time.
There were moments in the movie.
Like, damn, like everybody did an amazing job.
Yeah, everyone did. Like, just in all sorts of emotion,
Yeah.
Even like the lighthearted bits or the more solemn bits. Everyone did so well.
I mean, what do you think of this movie though? Like, I want to isolate because, like I said, we're gonna talk about all the series, but it's so hard to cover that all in one video. And we did watch this movie, so what is your take on, like, as isolated as possible? Obviously, it's the end of the whole series, but like, what did you think about this movie compared to the other movies on its own?
Okay, well, compared to the other movies, I think this is my favorite movie.
Okay.
Just from, the whole battle thing, of course, is cool to me. That's
Of
more of a
course.
surface thing, but like, I mean, that was an awesome battle.
I mean,
Like,
all the battles, the final part, like everything.
and they really went all out with the whatever those things were, the big elephant thing.
Yeah.
And then all the showing all the orcs. I like the way that the orcs armor is, like, all kind of out of place and stuff, and how they look. And then the humans are kind of, they're more orderly, I guess you would say, and they got the same armor as everyone else. But you can still see they're humans, right?
Yeah.
Like before in the other movies, like the elves were a lot more like they're like,
they had, like, the
robots.
regal, it's like
like, oh.
perfect.
Okay, they like practice for this, like, but yeah,
They're all calm in battle. Whereas the men are like, what the hell?
yeah, but and then I like seeing the Witch King, like that was
Dude.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
That whole freaking moment with Aowen, like, dude,
Yes.
that's such a fucking cool moment.
It was weird, like the way he died too is all like, he like what do you call
Like
it?
inverted or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Went in on him, so it was cool. And then of course, the whole, like, even though I didn't like, I don't know what his name was, the freaking
Denethor? The
Denethor?
steward?
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
like, I was interested because I was like, I don't know, like, could he go good? Could he go bad? I was thinking like he might turn over, but I didn't know. And then he was like, oh, I'm taking my son with me. I wasn't sure, like, was he delusional? Could he not see that his son was alive, or was he
Yeah.
just like denying it or something?
I think it's a little bit of both. I don't know. I mean, you could argue over it forever. I feel like as to whether I still kind of feel like he's culpable.
No,
Like I feel like he
no.
panicked, but he was still. It wasn't like he was
think-
crazy. Like I think he just like went hysterical, kind of.
I really think his main flaw was despair.
Yeah.
Because he's talking to Gandalf, and he even says, like, if you win in this battle, like, it doesn't matter. And I do think, from what I remember, his character is much more nuanced in the book. He's not as, you kind of look at Denethor and the way he acts, he's a little bit like, he's not the good leader.
Yeah.
But in the book, I really think he's a portrayal of a better leader who just looks at the forces of evil and says, there's no chance, and this is the best way.
Either way, I think I'm glad that it's an element of the story. Like I think a lesser filmmaker would have been like, oh, we don't need this. Like, and I think it's important that it's like it's cool. You see all these different levels of like, choices and heroism and what to do and what not to do at every level, and you see different. Like even Theoden's, something I appreciate in this movie is Theoden's growth from last movie to this movie. Where it's like he almost wasn't as much of a king, and in the example in seeing Aragorn grow to be a king, he himself became a king. So like he had his own like mini, even though he wasn't a bad king to begin with, he had like a mini hero's journey in the shadow of Aragorn like taking the throne.
Oh yeah,
which was so
definitely
cool. Like his death was fucking noble, just like everything. Like
yeah. So I mean, like surface level as far as the fights, that was all cool.
Yeah.
I love the characters. I love, everyone, like Legolas, Gimli, Aragorn, like everybody. They all had their little like, part, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though like maybe Gimli and Legolas not as much, but still they all had their little thing. And I do like kind of sticking with those characters and, kind of traveling, I guess, like going on this little journey.
Yeah.
And I like seeing them kind of get closer to each other, and at the end it's like, oh, now we're a squad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was cool, and then, I did like seeing kind of like Gollum and his whole, struggle throughout the movie because, I mean, it's like I wanted to feel bad for him, but like
he's doing some pretty evil stuff.
Started to get pretty bad,
Yeah.
And it's like it's one of those things where like, okay, is he a victim of stuff? And he kind of is, but like there comes a point where like you are like, you are responsible for your actions to a point. You can't just say, "Oh, it's the ring. The ring made me do this. The ring." It'll just go on forever,
Yeah, I mean, it's 100%. I think like an allegory for addiction, and that's why I think it's well done. Is because we dealt with this a little bit in Hill House too, where it's like you can only blame that for so long, and there becomes a point where you've done so much wrong and you've done so much that it's like it's hard to not hold the person accountable to a certain degree, right? It's like.
Yeah, soon it just becomes a sort of excuse that you can just lean on.
Yeah.
And so I've kind of felt bad in the beginning, but now it's like, whatever.
It's cool that they open with him though. I think that's really cool. And it adds a level. It makes you feel so much more scared for Frodo when you see how normal. Like this is how they open the finale, where it's like, see, he was normal too. And you're like, fuck. Like, what?
And it's not a flashback on one of our main characters. It's Gollum.
Yeah.
It's showing him.
Yeah, it makes you really. It made me really worried as far as like Frodo in the ring, and are you really gonna be able to throw this in the fire?
Yeah,
because it's like, I mean, I don't know if they ever like say like, did Frodo have any special powers, or was he just like
a more innocent
person?
I don't think there's like a lore where he's like chosen or has an ability. I think it's more that
I think it's the innocence of the hobbits.
Clear one.
Yeah. I think some people commented maybe like Sam could have carried the ring too. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think I always took it as like the innocence of the hobbits. Right? It's like that's because they're kind of naive and maybe a little bit sheltered. It's like that same innocence is what gave them the ability over anyone else, over Gandalf, because Gandalf would have been like, he's too powerful, right? Like that tip is too much, right? Where it's like they didn't have any power, but because of that, they were perfect for this role.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They might, if someone knows. I haven't read
if there's powers, I'm annoyed about it.
I don't
like it.
So.
I think that's kind of against the point of the movies. Like to me, the point of the movie is that they didn't have powers.
Yeah.
Or like that's part of it.
It was more of just being like clear and more of a pure-sighted sort of thing, and then you're able to, not be tempted by the ring as much.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw at the end there.
Yeah.
They're still, they're still. I keep saying I want to say that they're still human, but like.
No,
yeah,
we
what
get
you're
what you
saying,
mean.
yeah,
Like,
mortal.
yeah.
But yeah, and then seeing him go off in the end to the Greyhaven or whatever, that was interesting too. I wasn't exactly sure at the time of like, what that kind of represents.
Yeah.
But I like that that's the only time you see him smile in the end. Like, he's happy.
It's interesting.
And he's content. But he only really smiles until he gets on the ship.
Yeah.
I think he couldn't. What he had been through in particular, he couldn't find peace in this life.
Because he had the ring, right? Like, just like the hobbits don't get along with any of the other hobbits. It's like he had been through so much more than the other hobbits, more than even Sam could know. I feel like there's such an internal struggle that no one understood, that it's like he had to go to heaven or with the gray head, whatever you want to call it, another life to truly be at peace.
Yeah, I just don't think he could move on the way Sam could and find happiness with the family. Like, he had been through too much and had carried that burden for way too long.
Yeah.
And then the wound, which he still felt, I felt, was
Yeah.
symbolic of that, as well as literal pain.
Yeah.
And of course, I think my favorite part of the movie was like when they were like on, close to
On
the
Mountain
freaking
Doom,
thing,
yeah.
And Sam was like, "I can still carry you from that carry the ring." I
Dude,
was
I'm
Such a
like,
sick
dude,
moment.
no.
And at the same time, when they're all charging, they're like, for Frodo, like, it's like,
dude, it's so crazy because it's like, they're so small in the grand scheme of things, and even literally they're so small.
Yeah.
But it's like they had such a large impact on stuff, know? And like all these, great knights and kings and whatever, like for Frodo, it's like, whoa, for this little hobbit dude, and they're all bowing down at the end. It's crazy.
Even the way the film does it, I feel like it's such a masterpiece of like, look, we've had all these battles, we've had all this shit. We had the Battle of Minas Tirith, the Battle of Helm's Deep, and then it's like at the end, it's like it's Frodo and Sam climbing the mountain, and then all of these heroes who've been doing all this other shit. It's like, forget the global conflict. Like, we're back to square one, back to the Fellowship, back to the Shire. It's like, it's all for Frodo.
Yeah.
And it's like it immediately takes it back to one, and it's like, oh, that's like so cool.
Yeah, it's like they just wanted to fight for their friends. But I forgot if it was Merry or Pippin that said that.
Yeah, Mary,
Yeah. So that's cool. It like boils down to that. It's like, of course there's a big like grand whatever idea or At the end, it's like, dude, it's my boys. Like, fight them,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I really like the theme. I feel like they honed in on in this third movie of facing an unstoppable obstacle or basically certain death, and like different ways different people approach it.
Yes.
But the fact that, like, that's why I like Denethor, is the fact that no matter what, they all faced it.
Yeah.
Whereas the default is to despair, because it's like it doesn't matter. Like, you have to, whether there's a chance or not, you have to.
Yeah.
Like when the Rohirrim charge, that's one of my favorite parts of the whole movie.
Dude.
But the fact they're chanting death, like
Yes.
they know there's no chance,
yes.
but
They
they're
chant
like,
it
they don't care,
heroically.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, wow, that's so
Even Faramir,
amazing.
like Faramir charging to his
Yeah.
death, like all of them.
I was so
like, in
glad
their
he
own
had a
way.
happy ending with Eowyn. I
Yeah.
was so glad, like, she found someone.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like they
There's-
both lost so many people that they wouldn't have been the same. Like, I think it's cool because it's like they're both broken people. They both lost everything, and so it's like, look,
I'm just
they
glad
have each
they
other.
they both deserved a little happiness,
Yes.
and I'm glad they both found that in each other.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Freaking Eowyn killing the Witch King. There's so many good moments, dude.
There is a
It's
ton.
gonna be the hardest reaction to edit ever.
I know, like, what parts do you cut out?
I don't know.
Good
There's
luck
nothing
in
to
the
cut.
edit
It's like,
here.
fuck.
There's so much, yeah. I just love, all the Hobbits were awesome, and it's just
Yeah.
crazy to think that they really didn't even need to do this, and then
No.
but they all, just did it.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
But yeah, obviously, thank you guys for joining us. This is like my favorite fantasy thing of all. I hope you liked it. Like, this is like,
I loved it, dude.
I fucking love this series. Obviously, any of you watching can understand why, but full-length reactions are up on Patreon. You want to check it out. It does really support us. Like I said, there's too much to talk about, so next Thursday, please stay tuned. We're doing a live stream, 5 p.m. Me and Ninetailedbrush, maybe Nick if he can make it. Just literally going to talk about Lord of the Rings, have some cool games, some other competition stuff. We'll make it a fucking fun time, okay? We're doing a full-on Lord of the Rings themed live stream. Come join us. Come talk. Come nerd out. Like I said, check out the full-length reaction. The Hobbit is going up next week, so if you guys want to start watching that, it's not as good as Lord of the Rings. I think you guys all agree with me on that.
I have no
it's
idea.
still solid.
Yeah.
It's still cool. I'm still a fan. So we're gonna watch it anyway. And it's like, look, we'll find merit in it. Don't compare it to Lord of the Rings because it's just not fair to compare. I don't think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, love to all you guys, subscribers, patrons alike. There's so many of you. You guys support all of us. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, we'll see you guys next Thursday for the live stream and in the next video.